Christian, the end of the season. Let's start by just reflecting on the season as a whole, shall we? How are you feeling? I mean, you've got the Drivers' Championship, but Constructors couldn't be yours this year.
Well, I mean, first of all, I have to congratulate McLaren. You know, we know what it takes to win a Constructors' Championship. It's very, very tough, and they've done an excellent job this year. So all credit where it's due, and you know, they've been deserving of that trophy. You know, for us, in a season that we won 9 races, you know, 3 more than any other team, you know, to come home and defend the Drivers' World Championship, it's still been an exceptional year, and Max has been quite simply outstanding this year. So yeah, you know, we've defended that title going into this winter. It's been a long season, 24 races, and obviously we now look to recharge and come again in 2 months' time.
A big contributing factor of you not being able to hold on to the Constructors' Championship is, of course, the performance of Checo throughout the year. That race ending how no one would have wanted it to, with him having to retire early. There's been so much talk. I feel like we're asking you about this so often, about his future. I know you're not going to give us too much, but please can you just try to give us a bit more of an insight on where things stand after that, because it's just another tough race and another time we're having to have this conversation.
Unfortunately, again, that sort of race summed up Checo's season in some respects. It's, you know, desperately unlucky for him. You know, he got turned around. Unfortunately, it looks like a similar issue to last week. But look, you know, we'll reflect after this race. Checo's an immensely popular member of this team. His contribution during the last 4 years, particularly 21, if you think back to this race in 21, the Constructors' Championship in 22 and 23, the 5 race victories, and all that he's contributed. He's been an excellent team player, and you know, nobody wants to see him in the situation that he currently is. And we'll sit down this week and reflect on the year and go from there. But you know, he's a great guy. He's been a great member of this team, and yeah, you know, obviously nobody likes seeing him struggle, no more so than Checo himself.
Can you afford to keep him in the team with this level of performance when you look ahead to next year? If it was a case again next year where you're fighting really only with Max's car, is that something that the team can put up with?
I think you can see quite clearly that you've got to have 2 cars in the fight, and I think that you know, obviously this year the year started very well with both cars, you know, bagging podiums and 1-2 finishes, but you know, unfortunately, pretty much since Monte Carlo, it's been very, very tough. And you know, if you want to challenge for both championships, you've got to have 2 cars in the game. And unfortunately, we haven't quite had that, you know, for most of this year, you know, for whatever reason. And I think that that's obviously hurt us quite badly in the Constructors. But you know, we're still very grateful that we've managed to take home that Drivers' Championship, and you know, we'll look forward to 2025 with for what will be the last year of these set of regulations.
Final, very quickly before I let you go, will we know by the end of the year whether he's staying with the team?
No, you know, I know what you're trying to get out of me. You're not going to get it.
Okay.
You know, but I'd just like to say, you know, thank you to you guys for, you know, all the support and time this year, and all the fan forums and everything that you've done, and most of all to all the fans and the spectators. It's been an incredible year for Formula One, and without the fans, without all the spectators and support, there is no Formula One. So thank you, and thank you to all the fans.